Autism spectrum disorder is a complex neurodevelopmental disorder which is characterized by repetitive behaviors, impairments in social communications, and restrictive interests. Studies have identified that 1 in 42 boys and 1 in 189 girls are born with an autism spectrum disorder in the US, which shows that there is a strong male bias among those diagnosed. The etiology of autism spectrum disorder remains to be elucidated, although concordance between identical twins is estimated to be between 70 and 90%, which is higher than any other cognitive or behavioral disorder. The risk of a newborn child to be born with autism is tenfold higher if one of its previous siblings has autism. All these facts point to a really strong genetic basis for autism, but the disorder's complexity makes it difficult to identify its causes, which are likely to be many. Autism is categorized as either syndromic or non-syndromic. Syndromic autism cases, which are defined because they occur in individuals with neurological disorders such as Fragile X syndrome or Rett syndrome, harbor a set of phenotypes that can be fully attributed to the mutation in a particular gene or a set of genes. The molecular nature of syndromic autism has been studied in detail in animal models of these diseases. On the other hand, the molecular basis of non-syndromic forms of autism is currently unknown. As many as 20% of sporadic cases of autism can be explained by spontaneous gene mutations, which are called de novo mutations. These mutations happen in the germ cells and they're not inherited by the parents. And they're highly associated with paternal age. Over the past 5 years, researchers have identified genes which, when mutated, increase the risk of autism spectrum disorders. Moreover, many of these genetic mutations also confer a high risk of comorbidities, including epilepsy, motor impairments, and sleep disturbance. The list of these candidate genes is steadily increasing, but not a single gene accounts for more than 1% of cases of autism. Recent data provide support of what we have started to call the multi-hit theory of autism. This theory predicts that the molecular underpinnings are unique from individual to individual and are caused by interactions between a constellation of mutations in genes that are associated with autism spectrum disorders. This idea that multiple genes are coming together looks like an exciting but also a daunting prospect. Diverse environmental exposures, including rubella, valproic acid, and paternal age, but not vaccinations, are likewise known risk factors of autism. A combination of rare genetic mutations is also likely to contribute to outcomes in some cases. Taken together, the range of possible scenarios for the cause of disease in any single individual becomes huge. Given this range of outcomes, it seems unlikely that anyone will identify genes that are autism specific. This lack of specificity is not necessarily bad. The evidence of genetic overlap in autism, schizophrenia, and intellectual disabilities is propelling discovery in each field. This overlap also suggests that new pharmaceutical or behavioral interventions could improve outcomes for a variety of disorders. So, if clinicians could diagnose autism early on in life, antipsychotic or even antiepileptic drugs could be used to prevent autism.